You do pull-ups anywhere, huh, babe?
Yeah. Just anything I thought.
Let me see you do it on this.
On what?
On them little monkey bars. Those the real monkey bars.
Pull-ups on this?
Yeah.
Like I was just doing?
Yeah, I didn't catch it.
Oh.
That's what made me want to record. I was like, oh, you do pull-ups anywhere.
Yeah, you can do a pull-up basically anywhere.
Okay. Look at my baby. You done got so svelte and muscular.
You can do this.
How does it feel to lose? Because we both got on the scale yesterday. I got disappointing news, but you had really nice news. You lost what? How many pounds since you've been home? All that jail weight.
About 20.
20 pounds, leaned down nicely. But when you first came home, I think you gained about another 10 pounds because we was doing a lot of outside eating.
Yeah.
But then when we got serious, look at them. Yeah, you look, yo, I'm telling you, weight will take age off of you. Unfortunately, guys, I'm in a rut. I done gained weight. You know, being in love, you gain weight. But I'm working hard.
I'm in love too.
I know, but you're a guy. Your metabolism is different. At 61, you look like you're fucking 20. You know, at 52, women, our hormones, our cortisol levels go up. So it's really, really hard to lose weight. But I mean, I ain't crazy, but you know, I want to. Well, thank you, baby. But I want my numbers on the scale to reflect something a little bit more decent than it did yesterday. That was kind of crazy.
I understand.
So I got to go hard. But look, tell the people what I did, babe. I was jogging. I was doing.
You was jumping rope.
I was jump rope.
You was doing some squats.
And that was big for me, right? Because I really don't do cardio. Yeah.
Doing everything.
I do a lot of muscle stuff, but now I got to do my cardio.
Yesterday you used all the machines.
Yup. Yeah.
You swim.
I swam. We did a lot in 2 days, like a triathlon. Triathlon, whatever they say. We did a lot. But that's how we do. When we jump back in hard.
And then we fall off.
No, but we're not falling off this time. No, you never fall off. It'd be me. But no.
I fall off.
I'm dedicated. Yeah.
You are dedicated though.
Yeah. But you inspire me the
you,
most. Okay. What you looking at now? Something else that you want to do?
I'm looking at this bar up here.
Okay. All right.
It's a bar. It looks like I could do a pull-up.
A pull-up, or he finds pull-up spots everywhere we go. I love that.
I'm looking at it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying to see.
How would you do it?
I would grab this,
Uh-huh.
make my legs come out like this.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is that it's very, very close. Oh, but I can also go like this.
Okay.
But it's a tight squeeze.
And it's not comfortable.
And it's dangerous.
Okay, well, let's get on down from there then.
But I live dangerously.
That's right. Okay. But I'm the one that have to be in the ER all night if something goes wrong. So let's come on down. Okay. But shit, let me tell you something. You are very lightweight now. So you can get away with a lot of stuff that you probably couldn't have did when you was 20 pounds heavier.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right.
What's this one now? Oh, this is a little slidey thing?
Yeah, it's just something. It's like a ride of some sort. Something that kids use.
Okay.
I'm still a kid at heart.
You are. And that's the beautiful part about it. That's right. Them 28 years didn't harden you, huh?
They softened me up.
It softened you up?
In all the right places.
I like that.
Humanized me.
Okay. So by the time you got home, you was right ready.
I was ready.
You was ready.
Yeah.
All right. I like your attitude about that time. You know, you wasn't bitter.
Learned from it.
You learned from it.
A very, very, very priceless lesson.
And what is that?
Well, I learned a number of lessons. But being in prison made me realize that time is priceless.
Okay.
And it's important that you use your time wisely.
Mm-hmm.
And you take advantage of all the positive opportunities that come your way. And
Okay.
that you have people in your life that love life just as much as they love you.
People that support you.
Yes.
Okay. That's right. I like that.
Thank you, guys.
But you also learned humbleness too.
Yeah.
I think that
Humility comes
humility, yes.
with hardship.
Mm.
Because initially, you be bitter.
Okay.
And the bitterness, it could turn to, rage, disdain. But as time go on and you start progressing, because first you gotta fall in order to rise.
Okay.
And while you're on your rise,
Mm-hmm.
you just gotta remember how ugly you felt when you was in a negative state of mind.
Okay, let's walk this way because the kids are playing and
Okay.
I'm hearing a lot of Espanol in my background and I want to get you clearly. So, at the point of, after all of this time,
Right.
you are really like such a carefree spirit, but you was carefree in there. To me, when I came back into your life, I couldn't believe how positive you was with all of that hanging over your head.
Yeah.
So how did you maintain that positivity?
Consistency.
Let's walk this way.
Consistency and fortitude.
Okay.
Fortitude is staying power.
Okay.
And being consistent when it came to hopes, your ideals, your mission in life. You got to have one.
Okay.
And that's what a lot of people problem that go to prison is. A lot of guys go to prison and they get with the program instead of developing their own program, a program that's designed to better them.
Mm-hmm.
And because if you get with other people's programs, a lot of times those programs can fail you. So you figure yourself out first.
Okay.
And you work on yourself. And man, you work on yourself harder. Like me, I had to be harder on me than I was on anybody else.
And give me 2 examples of working on yourself.
2 examples of working on yourself. Well, when you say examples of things that I've been through,
Of what you did to work on
my
yourself.
programming.
Okay.
I did programs. I did
Okay.
positive programs.
Okay.
I did programs that impacted people's lives positively.
Okay.
And the more, joy and happiness I brought to other people's lives, it made me feel better about myself. Because I'm used to, bringing pain and misery to people's lives.
Okay.
So I had such a negative outlook on life at one time that I didn't even think that I could really bring that to someone in a sincere manner.
Okay.
I could give a gift. I could tell a joke. I could give somebody some positive advice that I'm not even following. But today I'm living it.
So you didn't know you had all those positive attributes inside of you?
I knew I possessed them.
Okay.
But I just felt that life wasn't giving me enough to exercise them. And I was wrong. Life was giving me everything. I just was selfish and wanted things that I didn't deserve to have at that moment. See, right now I'm in God's time. God's shown me that I will get any and everything that I want
Okay.
at the right time.
Okay.
But if I do it, if I try to manipulate the process and get what I want on my time, it's not going to work for me.
I like that. You have a lot of patience, and patience is a virtue.
It is. It
And
really,
I
really
applaud
is.
that because a lot of people come home and expect everything to be microwave fast,
Yes.
and sometimes you got to take the steps and you got to, really work hard for what you want in life. And it's not just, no one's going to just hand you over everything. You got to, grind for it.
That's right.
And your grind has been remarkable.
Thank you.
I'm here to witness it. I document it.
And I learned to appreciate the small things in life.
Okay.
There was times when we were suffering and we were in cells and we had limited movement and we couldn't leave. But we lived better than some people in society and in other countries. And when I would look at the news and, you know, go through different things like Reader's Digest and, you know, just assess what was going on all over the world, I had to thank God for all my blessings, even the ones that I thought was a curse.
Okay.
Because sometimes that thing that you think is a curse is the #1 blessing that help you recognize your true blessings. And
That's a
that's what
fact.
happened with me.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're very welcome.
You know, I document everything, baby. So one day we're going to look back at all of this content that you put out, and we are going to assess where you came, how you began, you know, your journey, and where where you completed your journey. You know, when you complete your journey.
Yes.
You know, that's going to be another 30, 40 years from now, God willing. You know what I mean? But it's going to all pay off, and it's all going to make sense.
Amen.
All right?
Yes.
Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey.
And
Because
thank you for participating in the process, my love.
I love you.
I love you.